It's a place where you can step back in time, celebrate an American way of life, enjoy priceless antiques and treasures, all among unspoiled natural beauty. Renfrew Museum and Park. Lovingly preserved in the shadow of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Renfrew Museum and Park is the jewel of Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. To fully appreciate what Renfrew has become, you have to understand what Renfrew once was. Before there was a town, before there was a nation, this was a modest homestead of the Renfrew family. It was 1764, the area still a frontier. As local legend has it, two young Renfrew sisters, Sarah and Jane, were washing clothes by the Antietam Creek when they were attacked and killed by Indian warriors. The warriors were quickly tracked down and killed, their scalps brought back to the girls' family. Any remnants of the Renfrew homestead are long gone, but their story lives on. For the next 2 centuries, this neck of the woods would change hands many times. Beginning in the 1780s, a Pennsylvania German tanner named Daniel Royer bought 150 acres here, married Catherine Stoner, started raising a family, and worked the land. Like many Pennsylvania Germans, the Royers were quite industrious. In addition to the farm, they also operated a tannery, a grist mill, and a limestone kiln at this location. In 1812, Royer built this majestic stone house on the lower part of the property that would become the heart of the farm. As his family and wealth grew, he would add on to the house over the years. Many of the original outbuildings, like the milk house and the smokehouse, offer a glimpse into daily life on the farm. Little did the Royers know that almost 200 years later, their home would stand as a window to history. There were actually 2 farms here. Just before the Civil War, the rear farm was occupied by the Fahnestock family. Nancy Royer Fahnestock, one of Daniel Royer's daughters, lived here with her husband and son. The Fahnestock Bank Barn, painstakingly restored in 1989, still stands proudly on the back meadow, and near it, the modest Fahnestock house. Bronze and fieldstone interpretive markers placed throughout the park at the actual sites of the farm's varied activities highlight the breadth of the Royer family's legacy. And it's hard to miss Renfrew's signature white Victorian barn, built around 1902. Today, it serves as the visitor center. In the granary, you can see the Steck Graham permanent exhibit of common farm tools and hand implements, used well before the days of modern conveniences. In the 1940s, prominent Waynesboro natives Edgar and Emma Nicodemus saw the potential of this property and made it their home. Over the decades, they lovingly restored the Royer farmhouse. Much of the woodwork and hardware is original, and the Nicodemuses filled the house with impeccable period antiques. It's said that Emma Nicodemus understood from the start that this property was a special place that should be shared by all. After Edgar and Emma's passing, all 107 acres were given to the town of Waynesboro in 1973 as a lasting gift to be preserved and cherished for future generations. And per her instructions, the property would be called Renfrew, in honor of the 2 young sisters who once lived here. Today, Renfrew Museum and Park is thriving. Inside the museum, you can enjoy room after room of pre-1830s decorative arts, including period furniture, Jacob Wolf clocks, collections of porcelain, stunning silver pieces, and much more. The second-floor changing gallery features semi-annual exhibits of local lore and historic art objects, such as the popular display of 36 antique boxes loaned by a private collector. Inside the visitor center, you'll find Renfrew's prized collection of 19th century Shenandoah pottery. This impressive display includes over 150 pieces, the majority rare, one-of-a-kind creations by local craftsman John Bell and the Bell family. In fact, this is the largest public display of Bell pottery anywhere. And don't miss the famous rooster. Thanks to Emma Nicodemus, perched over the collection is Renfrew's Rooster Weathervane. He was made famous sitting atop John Bell's pottery shop on South Potomac Street for decades. Now, he's back in the barn. The park and grounds here are a true sanctuary, from a collection of traditional gardens to 50 acres of wilderness with hiking trails, where you can see 100 species of wildflowers and 120 species of birds. Try your hand at catch and release fly fishing on the east branch of the Antietam Creek, and afterward, enjoy a picnic at Renfrew's 150-seat pavilion. The beautiful grounds at Renfrew are also available to rent for weddings and other events. The museum season at Renfrew begins in April and ends in late October. Group tours are scheduled by appointment with Renfrew staff. Weekend tours are provided by dedicated volunteers, all for a modest cost. And don't forget the gift shop, with its select array of unique items, and the visitors center. The park grounds are open, dawn to dusk, year-round, free of charge. And save the date for the many annual events. In April, kick off spring amidst the beauty of Renfrew Park by attending our opening weekend events. Pottery Fest brings together the work of today's artisans in the spirit of John Bell. In the summer, Renfrew hosts an annual Civil War reenactment called Remember the Blue and the Gray. And the warm evenings are graced with concerts offering a soothing haven for talented musicians and enthusiastic crowds alike on the lawn of the Museum House. In the fall, it's Renfrew's annual Pumpkin Festival with great food, entertainment, and lots of pumpkins. In the winter, it's Christmas time at Renfrew, featuring workshops and a festive open house. Come celebrate the season with period music, decorations, and seasonal refreshments. February honors Renfrew's German Heritage Dinner, paying tribute to the region's original settlers. Renfrew also brings history into the community through its outreach programs, such as the Traveling Trunk, where costumed presenters visit senior residence centers and other local organizations to bring history to life. Renfrew also sponsors day trips to regional historic sites. Renfrew Museum is also the proud host of the Renfrew Institute for Cultural and Environmental Studies, a separate nonprofit elementary educational organization. It's a place where you can step back in time, celebrate an American way of life, enjoy priceless antiques and treasures, all among unspoiled natural beauty. Renfrew Museum and Park.